Thank you very much. Obviously, this incident is a pointer to the fact that the country is failing in its constitutional obligation. The country is failing in its mandate to ensure that they protect lives and properties of the citizens. It is an indication that we have also lost our foreign policy framework in the country. We probably have an outdated foreign policy that we could not be able to engage globally. This attack, it further created misleading information that the country is in a war, in a religious war between the Muslim and Christians. And that is a very dangerous framing, which we all know as Nigerians, that is not the case. You will have a problem of criminals, terrorists, terrorizing Nigerians, irrespective of their religious, ethnic, geographical, and political affiliation. And what the government has failed over the years to do is to tackle this issue in a very systematic way. But you have seen that people who have been alleged to be sympathetic or to be sponsors of these terror groups, when even they were small, now they have even escalated. Having their field day, nobody is doing anything to them because of the political interest. Now, as long as you prioritize personal interests above national interests, you will definitely land yourself in this situation that the foreigners will now have to come.
You keep saying the foreigners, but I don't know if you know that Nigeria collaborated with America on this strike. So what is it that you don't like? Is it because America's name is on the strike? Nigeria provided intelligence, you know. So what is it that you don't like?
My brother,
what's the meaning of the religious conflict?
Brother,
no, hang on. What's the meaning of religious? I don't see any religious conflict. I mean, are these not the terrorists that will want to be dead?
Wait.
Will want to be destroyed? What do you mean by religious conflicts in this? Awal?
Let's just be honest and straightforward. Nigerian government did not get any approval, or rather, American government does not get any approval for it to take any action in Nigeria. In fact, as a matter of fact, what Nigerian government has done is to do a saving pace. America did not need their permission to come and do what they intended to do.
No, Awal. There was a statement released by the Nigerian Foreign Affairs Ministry that said they provided the intelligence. So now that you are claiming that Nigeria did not provide the intelligence to America for this strike, do you have your empirical facts, Awal? That's just all I ask you. Show us the facts that Nigerian government did not provide intelligence and they're just saving face. It's facts I want. Not sentiments. Show us the facts.
What I'm saying is that, listen, what I'm saying is that America does not need Nigerian approval to carry out their action. That's what I said. And I'm saying that, it's all, clear that, the way and manner in which Trump had even made, his pronouncement, to carry out this action, there is no any discussion or dialogue.
And you're still having sentiment. So, let me read, please, and let me interject here. Because we don't want misinformation, and some of this you are trying to spew because you've not given us the facts. Let me read the statement as released by the Nigerian authorities. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the statement signed by Ememetimi Ebianemefa, spokesperson, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He says, in line with the established international practice and bilateral understanding, the cooperation includes exchange of intelligence and strategic cooperation. Nigerian Ministry confirms Nigerian authority remains engaged in structured security cooperation with international partners, including the United States, in addressing persistent threats, to Nigeria and all of that. And this has led to a precision hit on terrorist targets in Nigeria by airstrikes in the northwest. So they said it's based on the cooperation they have this. If you have a fact or fact contrary to this, I will present the fact. If you can't present the fact, I'll say what you're saying is conjecture.
Give
me your own facts, not conjecture. Give me facts. I'm a man of facts.
It's not conjecture. Listen to me. Why can't you also listen?
Go ahead.
Because you don't want me to talk. what I'm saying is that I stand on my position that Donald Trump does not need permission of Nigeria to do what he wants to do. He had already, made his pronouncement without discussing with Nigeria. And if there was any evidence that Nigeria had conversation with Donald Trump before he issued his ultimatum and before he carried out his action, let them show us to the public. It is a public matter. So I'm saying that, and I still stand on my opinion, that America, if they want to do any action, especially with this kind of situation that we have in Nigeria, they did not need to get approval of Nigeria. They would simply carry out their action, and they have done what they wanted to do.
That's conjecture. That's not facts.
I'm saying that
that's conjecture, not facts.
Conjecture. It's not a conjecture.
Conjecture,
it's not
different
a conjecture,
from facts.
my brother.
Over to you. Conjecture.
All right, Mr. Rafsanjani, thank you very much for joining us. Were you going to complete what you were saying?
You say, sorry?
Are you done? Were you going to complete what you were saying?
No, I wanted just to, because he shortened me to say that this is conjecture when he knows himself the truth. You don't need to do painting. You don't need to do any panel beating on this matter. America, the way it is, the way they take this issue, they don't need approval of Nigeria to do what they want to do. When Trump was issuing his tweet, what is the truth? What is the fact on this matter? What fact are you looking for when he issues his
As a citizen of Nigeria, I feel so ashamed that we even have to get to this point of now having a conversation about whether the Nigerian government was aware that the US military was going to launch an attack on a terrorist group in Nigeria. It is so shameful that we have to have this conversation as a sovereign nation, as an independent nation. It is so shameful. This shows the level of damage that this government has done to the sovereignty of Nigeria as a nation. If you are not bothered, I am bothered. I am so bothered. Just see the way this person was speaking with pain. You can tell that he is so pained that terrorists were bombed in Nigeria. You can actually tell that he is so frustrated, he is feeling depressed. He cannot help the situation. He's feeling helpless. They thought it was going to be business as usual. APC, they know how to cover up their mess with money. They know how to spend a huge amount of money to cover up their evil. That is what they are good at. Instead of solving the problem from the roots, they would rather spend a huge amount of money to cover up the problem, and the people would continue to suffer. They thought it was going to be business as usual. If everything were going on well in Nigeria as it should be, if the Nigerian government were up and doing, if the Tinubu APC administration weren't a criminal administration, would we be talking about this? Would Donald Trump or Americans be more concerned about the Christian genocide happening in Nigeria when they are not affected in any way? Why are they more concerned than the Nigerian government? Would they have been more concerned than the Nigerian government? Ask yourself this question. That is to tell you the level of damage this Tinubu APC administration has done to the sovereignty and the independence of Nigeria as a nation. You can tell that the problem they are having is the fact that they were taken unaware by President Donald Trump. He told them he was going to strike if the Christian genocide continued. He gave a warning. Was he supposed to be the one more concerned about the insecurity in Nigeria? However, he gave them a warning, but the Nigerian government was relaxed because they thought it was going to be business as usual, spending money to cover up their mess, bribing other countries to ensure that they don't interfere in whatever is going on in Nigeria. They don't come out to say the truth. They thought it was going to be so. But President Donald Trump took them away. They are so disappointed that they were not aware of the exact time the US military was going to strike. They thought they would be informed that they are coming so day, so that they would in turn inform the terrorists to relocate from wherever they were. That is the pain you are seeing reflecting on the face of this interviewee. Someone said that Arise TV should stop inviting people like this to their platform, that their platform is too big and credible to interview such people, that such people are a disgrace to the nation. And I'm saying that it is a good thing that they are being interviewed on this platform so that they will be showing the whole world how foolish they are, how unreasonable they are, how wicked and heartless they are. Let us be seeing it. Let the whole world know them for who they are. I trust Mr. Rufai Oseni and his colleagues to ask questions that would put these people on their toes. Questions that would make people like this make fools of themselves and tell the whole world how foolish they are, so that we would know the foolish set of people that are governing Nigerians. You can tell that he is so pained, but he could not help but admit that yes, President Donald Trump didn't need to get an approval from the Nigerian government because he already made his intentions known from the very beginning. And that was him admitting that the Nigerian government failed the people woefully. Yes, they failed us woefully. And you cannot expect that we will fold our hands and not cry and behave as if everything is fine, when we, the common Nigerians, are the ones suffering. We are the ones being kidnapped. We are the ones being killed. You can tell that this man is so pained about the bombing because of the terrorists who were killed. Now ask yourself, do they come out like this to express their pain when Nigerians, innocent Nigerians, are being killed? Do they come out to express their pain and frustration when innocent Nigerians are being kidnapped? Children are being kidnapped. Children are being killed. Innocent children, even suckling babies, are victims of these kidnappers. And they don't come out to show how bad they feel about it. Now, because there was an attack on terrorists, an attack they didn't expect, they cannot hide their pain. What does this tell you? What does this tell you about this wicked set of people? Does this not tell you that these people know what they are doing? Does this not tell you that these people have a bond with these terrorists? The bond they have with the terrorists is even stronger than the bond they have with Nigerians. And yet they come out claiming that they have our interest at heart. Actions, they say, speak louder than words. By their actions, you can tell that they don't care. You can tell that they are just out to satisfy their selfish interests and not the interests of the Nigerian people. Trust me, if these people were aware that Donald Trump was going to strike, they would have informed the terrorists to relocate from wherever they were to other places, or even informed them to kidnap people and use those innocent Nigerians as a shield. I wonder how you can feel so bad that terrorists who have been killing and kidnapping innocent Nigerians were attacked. I wonder how you can feel so bad about that. And you don't feel bad about the innocent Nigerians who happen to be the victims of these terrorists. These terrorists are not innocent. They are criminals. They are not innocent people. If you can take someone's life for doing nothing to you, it makes you a criminal. I don't want to know whether they are aggrieved or not. I don't know the business they have with the Nigerian government. But if they can be heartless enough to take the lives of innocent Nigerians, kidnap innocent Nigerians and take them into the bushes, demanding outrageous sums of money from their loved ones, their families, then I see no reason why any normal human being, any reasonable human being who does not benefit from terrorism in Nigeria would feel bad that terrorists were attacked. I see no reason why a reasonable Nigerian would feel bad, feel sorry for terrorists who were attacked by the US military. I see no reason, except you are part of them, except you are benefiting from terrorism. That is the only reason you would feel bad that people who have been causing unrest in our nation, people who have shed innocent blood, finally met their Waterloo. Anyway, in all that is said, even in his foolishness, I'm glad that he admitted the fact that The insecurity in Nigeria has become too bad that President Donald Trump didn't need to inform the Nigerian government that he was coming to strike. That was him indirectly admitting that this Tinubu APC administration has done a huge damage to our independence, our democracy, and our sovereignty as a nation. Thank you for your time. Kindly share your thoughts in the comments.